Good evening, everyone. How are we doing this evening? I hope all is well. I'm just playing the game for a few minutes and then I'll be with you. Just letting people get into the chat. Uh, and then I'll be with you in literally probably 2 moments. Um, but yeah, today we're going to just talk about I suppose what they're calling is the May month, the March 8th referendum. Fuck me, Jesus, that's hard to say. So that's why, hello, Sean. You were literally counting down the time, were you? Because literally barely 5 seconds live when you're already here. You're on the ball today. But I did say it would be 7. Like I done my best to try it, and I think I just have it on the dot, which is good live chat. Yeah. I wish it always would just stay like that instead of having to change it all the time. From top chat to live chat, and I think that's just the notification. So it seems like the notification wants to work today, because I don't know why it sends me a notification to say I'm going live. I think I should probably know that. Being the person who is live, I think you'd be damn bad if you didn't know that you were live. You know, but maybe Joe Biden is live streaming somewhere, and he has to be reminded that he's live streaming. Wake up, Joe. Also, it's 100% positive now that Donald Trump is going to win the American election, because Joe Biden just doesn't have a hope. He simply doesn't have a hope. They're in denial if they think Joe Biden's going to win. It's not busting for them. Let's put that way. So we'll be soon saying goodbye to Sleepy Joe in another 6 months or so. But yeah, I know it's about time Joe Biden's got rid of it now. So yeah, how are we all this evening? How are we today, Andrew Sean? It was actually a nice day weather-wise. It wasn't as shitty as the last few days. Let's put that way. It was bearable. Yesterday end of the day it wasn't bearable at all whatsoever. It was actually nice sunshine for a while this day. But tomorrow probably just the most pissing shit of a day ever. Because usually that's what happens in this country when it's a good day. The next day is just the most pissing shit you could find. Yeah. Let me just check something here. Yeah, all's good in the hood. All's good in the hood. Just checking to see what's the chat and everything walking with this. See, I'm paranoid. It happened once before the chat just didn't work. And since then, I've always been just paranoid that it just doesn't want to work. My God. So just wait for a few more minutes for people to get in. Yourself, notifications and stuff. Don't like to walk, to be totally honest. So yeah, put your. I'm an only loyal fan. No, thank you, Sean. I think you were just lucky. You were just having to look at your phone or something, and see that was going live. But I do appreciate you for being here. But yourself, YouTube notifications are weird. It's sometimes it's when they want to work. Even though you could do everything possible to try and get them to work, It's whenever YouTube kind of decides, and particularly YouTube is not too fond of the old politics, or dare I say far right politics, excuse me. So the YouTube's not that fond of it, so they wouldn't really want far right politicians on the platform, so-called far right, excuse me. We couldn't have that. So I'm keep being told by the media. Oh yeah, that independent TD for what they got, the independent one in Donegal. Maddy, what do you, I know what to say. Like she's kind of grey. She went through Leo Varadkar to the end of the all. In fairness, though, she actually went through him and caught out a lot of bullshit that was going on. Seems like a woman at the end of her, on the end of her tether. She's sick of the government. Yeah, you're only getting it now. Yeah, so you go to the government. The government and the private industry, like the media companies, are basically one and the same. Let's put it that way. There's not much difference. But you know yourself, it doesn't. Sometimes they walk and sometimes they don't. It's the same with nearly every live stream, like any political live stream out there. It's when it wants to walk. It just really chooses when it wants to walk. Even though you could literally shout it from the rooftops, and it's still it's only when YouTube wants you to see it, and wants you to know. Regardless of what you do, like I could sit here and shout for the next 5 years, and still all notifications, your notifications still wouldn't go out. It's just a funny system, YouTube. It's a funny way they do it, but they know what they're doing, obviously. But yeah, we'll just give it a few more minutes. But yeah, I know that somebody else here. Hello. So yeah, if anybody has anything to ask me in the meantime, I'm just kind of tricking around for a second before, because if we get started into the meat of the stuff, let's call it, people just come in and be like, "What are you talking about?" And I'd be on my big rant, and I wouldn't know, they'd be very confused. Let's put that way. Even though I'm sure they're nearly always very confused when I go live, they'll be like, "What the fuck is he on about?" Ooh, that's me on my chair, sliding off my chair a bit. Gotta keep rolling. Gotta keep rolling. But yeah, if you haven't seen that clip in the doll about I can never think of her name, but I know what to see. Like she's an independent from Donegal. Like she did actually go through Leo today. So Leo's probably a bit upset at the moment. Well, he's actually up. They are actually all crying about Elon Musk. No surprise there, but they are actually all just in tears at the moment, the government. And OT particularly, they're just kind of like, this is outrageous. Elon Musk is actually supporting free speech and stuff. We can't allow that. The usual stuff, but what's new with OT like that? The usual shebang. Also, there is, I'll talk about it in a few more minutes too, but there's very much big concern now in Virginia, in County Cavan. Hello, Tens, how are you doing? Never, yeah, exactly. No, but I just go on talking about something, and then people come in, and then they'd be asking me, what the fuck are you on about? And then I would just, be still going on. Yeah, I know we wouldn't do happy. It looks very likely. I was just saying about that a few minutes ago. It looks very likely because let's be fair, it's only him and Sleepy Joe, so it's one of the two. Which thankfully is not Nikki Haley. Like, let's be fair, because the United States would be going to a few wars in the Middle East. Let's put it that way. So, thankfully, people didn't vote for Nikki. The people didn't vote for Nikki Haley. Because Nikki Haley is just a Democrat in disguise. Let's put it that way. Like she is literally just a Democrat. She literally has said it herself in her book that she looks up to Hillary Clinton. Imagine being on an opposite party and you look up to Hillary Clinton. Like, first of all, who would look up to Hillary Clinton? We don't even have to talk with Bill Clinton. We won't even go there because YouTube might not be too pleased about me saying about a certain island and stuff like that. We probably shouldn't go there because YouTube is actually very upset about people talking about that. Because obviously there's some YouTube CEO and stuff involved with, allegedly, of course. But yeah, like Hillary, like who is literally looks up to Hillary Clinton? Like, let's be fair. And literally, she's actually said that. What do you call him? Nikki Haley. Like, she actually said it. Like, and you're just like, what? And you going for the Republican Party? Why would you not go for the Democrats then? If you look up to Hillary Clinton, like, why are you with the Republicans? Who wants you? To be totally honest. But it's just clear as daylight that everybody wants Donald Trump back. Like there's literally no, there's not, the only person that had any kind of chance of kind of opposing him was Ron DeSantis, but obviously he dropped out. And after that, Nikki Haley, she's just kind of, well, I think her tactic at the moment is that she just wants to, I don't know, just bring. Try and find a way of bringing Trump down, I suppose. Just being a hindrance, let's put it that way. Like you take Ron DeSantis and Vivek Ramaswamy. The two of them, as soon as they seen that Donald Trump was going to win, they stepped out and they said, no, I'm not going to do it because Donald Trump has this basically in the bag. But Nikki Haley's just out to cause trouble, basically. Like that's her goal. So that's what Nikki Haley's all about. Like she is literally funded by the Democrats too. Like the Democrats are literally funding her because they don't want Trump back. Let's put it that way. So it's going to be interesting now in November. We know in 6 months' time who's the president, but there's obviously going to be whatever happens. Anyway, there's probably going to be trouble over it. Because it's going to be because America's actually this. I don't think America has been this divided since the Civil War. To be totally honest with you, like people are just nobody agrees on anything. I suppose it's the same in this country. Did nobody really? Well, a lot of people do agree. They know that the least they agree on one thing in this country that the government are the biggest crooks in the country, and they need to be got rid of. At least everybody nearly understands that. Everybody kind of gets that, and that's fair enough. But but some people can agree with different, like immigration at the moment. Some people are for and against, etc., etc. Yourself. But nobody can really argue that that we're not as divided as the United States. So, if that makes any sense. But yeah, no, I was saying originally. So this concern, there was a pub down in Virginia, and I'm sure many people probably have seen it. If you go on the bus to Dublin or into that, you would have probably seen the pub. It's on the main street in Virginia. Now, there's huge concern at the moment that will be turned into a refugee accommodation. Now, it's very early days yet to see, I suppose, about it. So you just have to wait and see. I know, but there's great concern because it is quite a big pub, and it could probably house a lot of people if they did use it. Particularly because it's going up for sale. So we should see anyway what happens. But it's anybody's guess, I suppose, at the moment. My thinking is that the government will probably buy it. Unfortunately, because I know a lot of people are very concerned at the moment about it. But we see what happens, I suppose. Also, I talked about it briefly last night too. Maybe I know I'm not mentioning it yet. I mentioned later on when a few more people get in. I just wait for a few more minutes. Nobody's here tonight. Everybody just got sick of me tonight. Everybody was here last night. Like literally everybody in the motor came along last night when I was just about to leave. Uh, you know, I suppose it's probably a bad night to do it Wednesday night. I don't really know. Uh, it probably is maybe just not the best night to do things on. Uh, but then again, you have to understand a lot of people just be coming home at 5 and they'll be just getting their dinner and stuff at this time. Um, so hello, Fiona. How are we doing? We were just saying, like literally last night, everybody came along. now when I'm going to do a long live stream, nobody's around. It's just the typical thing. But sure, look, what can you do? Yeah, well, pretty much. It's just at this stage. Like Leo Varadkar says, he said it repeatedly that it's not open borders. We have immigration rules. Like, yeah, come again. I don't believe you. You know, let's put it that way. Because at this stage, it looks like it's just anything goes basically. There's no such thing. I don't think it is. Yeah, I like I'm usually always live on the Wednesday. Like I was just kind of sitting here last night. I felt like just going on for a few minutes, and it turned out literally everybody in the country turned up as soon as I went live. Even though it was just unexpectedly. Yeah, exactly. There's no immigration controls in this country. Like he's just literally bullshitting if you think. He's literally just being an idiot if you think so. Like there's literally no immigration controls here. At the very least, maybe there might be one asking who maybe your name, for your social welfare card or things like that. But in the grand scheme of things, not much else. Let's put it that way. Like basically, there's not even an agency can to deport people. Like there's not really an agency for that and stuff like that. Like this country's just fucked in every single way. Like it's a lot of stuff. Hello, Cody. How you doing? But yeah, no, there's a lot of issues that we have to solve because the simple reality is that we've just taken in far too many people, and there's nowhere to put people at all. Like it's just simply the truth that there's literally nowhere. Like literally, have turned the country inside out, and and it hasn't really done much good for anybody. No, for the refugees or the migrants or anybody, it hasn't done any good for anybody. Oh. Did you see the taxi driver that attacked? No, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that. This happened today, or when did it happen? Nice beer, thank you. When did this happen? Is this after just recently happening? I probably do know, but if it's video from a while ago, I might have seen it. But if it's only for the last last hour or so, I haven't seen it. No, I haven't. I don't think I've seen it. No. Not to my knowledge, Jenna. Not to my knowledge. See, I see that much videos and stuff a day. It's hard to remember, and there's that much stuff going on in this country at the moment. But I presume not, because I would probably remember. So yeah, I keep a lookout. If I see it, I'll let you know, because I can't really comment unless I've seen it. How's that? Oh, it's a community page. Oh, it's on the community page, right? I thought it was a video. Yeah, like I vaguely heard a few things last year about taxi drivers and stuff, but I don't know if that's anything related to what's happening at the moment. What you're talking about, I suppose. I vaguely remember stuff, you but I can't say for definite now. See, there's that just too much stuff happening in this bloody country. You literally can never keep up with it. But yeah, so as we were talking about last night, we were talking about the March 8th, I suppose we're calling it. People have called it the March 8th referendum. Now, it does seem like it probably might not work. It's kind of 50-50 if the March 8th referendum will work. It's kind of up in the air, let's put it that way. There's a chance it might not go through. There's a chance it could go through. Because a lot of people seem to not want to trust the government, and obviously that's very good reason. There's very, very good reason not to trust the government. Like I can nearly write a whole list for you if you want, but literally there's ample reason why you shouldn't trust the government, and you nearly do the opposite of what the government tells you to do in this country. Because you simply couldn't trust them. You couldn't trust them to fucking lie in bed straight, letting them tell you the truth. You wouldn't you wouldn't trust the government with a bag of peanuts, letting know anything else. And that's just the simple truth, and there's no doubt about it. I don't know much. I don't even know that they have one. I assume so, but I'm not really involved with it anymore, so I don't really know. I say so because there wouldn't be announcing it yet. It'd be more next month to March to be talking about it. If that makes any sense. Yeah, like everybody should be safe in the taxi, take for example, too. But it's not the first time I've heard about things happening in taxis and stuff like that. I've often heard of things like that happening, unfortunately. Like I don't know. I presume like they do get a license from the Transport Authority of Ireland, so I presume they are looked into who they are before they get a taxi license, because they do have identification and stuff. Yeah, there was a independent TD, what they call her. I can never think of her name. I know of her. She's a grey kind of. She's grey hair and stuff. She's from Donegal. She's independent, and she went through Leo Fracka today. She literally went through him. She was at the thing in Bundone that time they were having the meeting. So she's not too pleased at the moment. I suppose nobody's really pleased at the moment with the government. But I suppose I contest. Also, it was interesting to see. Well, not really interesting. I suppose the word. The older lady. Yeah, she gave out stick in the door. Thing. Well, in fairness, she wasn't telling any lies. She was basically telling the truth. But what was I going to say? Yeah, so I seen on Twitter there the other day about Holly Collins, the Social Democrat leader. She wants to build a house that's nearly 2 times as big as like an ordinary Irish house. So she just basically wants to build a big mansion, and it's all about the workers. They tell you, even though it is her own money and stuff like that, but it's not really a good example she's setting. Sitting there, aye. Well, she wouldn't be too wrong on that either. Like they're all just literally schoolboys. Yeah, that's what he claimed, but I think all the evidence suggests otherwise. I think Leo's just being disingenuous. Let's put it that way. Like, it's plainly obvious that he never lifted a finger in all his life in this country. It seems to be like all I have seen about it. It does seem true, that he has never done a bit of work in his life here. So that seems to be true. So Leo seems to just be lying through his teeth. But I'm sure Ben Scallon of Grip Media will, make him suffer in the next few days when he gets them, because he'll be asking a few tough questions in terms of his lying or not. Yeah, but definitely just being disingenuous, Leo. But definitely so. As a UFO guy, yeah, he was my moderator. His phone broke, I think, the other day or so. I think he was in here one time before Christmas there, but and I know obviously my friend, I know him very well and stuff like that. Sometimes he could be just in here and he wouldn't say anything or stuff like that. Let's put it that way. But he's still about. Yeah, you often might come across him. Yeah, great video. But yeah, definitely know poor Leo's going to have a headache the next day. Because he'd be asked a few tough questions about about you know what's it called? About what he said in the doll today. I'm fucking doping. So he's going to be running away from Ben Scanlon now the next few days. I do actually know. I presume not. The electric cows. Maybe they do. I don't really know. I haven't really ever looked into much of electric cows and stuff. But I presume it's not good for the battery, the cold weather and stuff. So I presume, anyway. I think we just stay into 8 o'clock for today. I probably should have just stayed live last night for a longer time because since we had so many people, I probably should have. But you see, I was just far too tired last night. After I went live, like I wasn't tired before that, but when I went live, I was tired. Started to get tired on tired. Like it's a long day. It's 6 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It's an awful long day, and then at night time, it does take a toll. Let's put that way. So yeah, another thing actually to talk about. So we do send best wishes to one firefighter in County Cavan. At the moment, he was injured there Monday night. So obviously, our thoughts are with him at the moment. Now he isn't seriously injured, thankfully, but it will require probably some operations and stuff. But it's not life threatening, thankfully. But we do send best wishes to him. I just wanted to mention that because they did have a lot. We have to acknowledge too uh, the amount of work the fire service did Monday night, but across the whole country, but even in County Cavan too. We just have to take a moment too to just appreciate that for just the trees and stuff like that. Cutting down trees that were blocking roads and stuff. So it is important just to appreciate that. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Yeah, I have work tomorrow, but not. Yeah, I have work tomorrow. Yeah, I was going to say I forgot what day of the week it was. Yeah, I do have work tomorrow. It's not that long. Like it's only from 9 to 8. Like the day usually just flies by, So it's not that big of a deal. And should we have a half day Friday? Or I suppose everybody said the kids to have a half day every day, but sure, look at. Um, yeah, I was at work today too, but sure, look at. Has to be done. It's better than sitting in the house, I suppose, just looking at four walls. Um, you know, like, you know, yeah, it goes quick. Yeah, like we have a lot to do. We had a lot to do on Monday and Tuesday. There was an awful lot to do with trees and branches and fucking everything fucked with the wind. It was a busy time, and today too was busy too. Uh, like just picking up, like still were picking up branches and stuff that was left after trees were felled and stuff like that. But Joe, look, it's a lot better than it was. Hopefully now another storm doesn't come at the weekend and just knock everything down again. Then they'll be quiet. So, but it's already Wednesday and tomorrow is Thursday. Like the time goes very quickly. Like it's insane how quick the time goes. Who would be my vice president of what? Uh, I don't know who would pick his vice president. Yeah. Oh, in the United States. Oh, you mean like in what scenario? I suppose. Are you talking about in general, or are you talking about Donald Trump's vice president in general? I suppose. Uh, yeah, like I would want to see Vic Ramaswamy be the vice president, but I don't know. I don't think Trump would do it because I tell you why, and my thoughts behind why. Because he is very good. Like Vic Ramaswamy is very good, and he's saying things that other politicians wouldn't even dare to utter. And he's actually going out and saying it, and he's destroying the media and stuff like that. Like he is actually getting better than Donald Trump in a way. And obviously Donald Trump doesn't really want that, somebody that will challenge him and stuff like that. Like, you don't want to pick a vice president that actually is overshadowing you. Like people would be more fond of you wouldn't want that. Have you ever heard of the old saying, you never want to be overshadowed by your master, or you don't want to be overshadowed by the master? Well, that's probably what we get out to. If that makes any sense. I'm probably talking shite. Well, No, he not pick Nikki Haley. He's literally have said it to Donald Trump that he will not pick Nikki Haley. He simply will not. And particularly as you see at the moment, Nikki Haley's just basically a Democrat in the skies. He might as well pick Joe Biden as his vice president if he's going to pick Nikki Haley. Like he actually would, in fairness to Joe Biden, he actually probably would be a bit better than Nikki Haley. Because the only thing ever Nikki Haley goes on about is Israel. We need to protect Israel. Like literally nothing else but Israel. Like she's not talking about what she's going to do for America. Like as she said herself, Israel is more important than America. And you're just like, what? And you're going for the president of the United States, and you're saying another country is more important than, the country that you're being elected in. Like it could be anyone, yeah, it could be any party or things like that. As far as I know, I don't know too much now about like things have changed a lot. It's probably years ago and stuff like that. But I'm assuming he can pick anybody who he wants. I presume so. I say so. I know. Just I suppose he probably could, yeah. Because I'm doubting so fierce now. But yeah, American politics is kind of weird. But I say he probably could. But I say he would more likely pick somebody of his own party. Like you seen with Mike Pence. He picked somebody from his own party. He's not going to just randomly pick a Democrat. If he was going to probably pick somebody, he might pick Robert F. Kennedy. It was Robert F. Kennedy. He could pick him either. If he was going to pick somebody. Well, no, Robert F. Kennedy left the Democratic Party. Never mind, sorry, apologies. He actually left the Democratic Party. That's true, yeah. He's an independent now. Yeah, that's exactly it, sorry. Yeah, you know what I was saying. I'm worse than Joe Biden now, but thank you, Sean. Yeah, that's exactly it, sorry. That was the reference I was trying to say. You don't like Donald Trump doesn't want somebody that's overshadowing him, because he's actually very good. Vic Ramaswamy, like even Donald Trump, some of the things Vic Ramaswamy said, Donald Trump wouldn't dare to say it because the media would actually go fucking haywire if he actually said it. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's I suppose it's 50-50 what could happen. But I'm assuming you pick somebody that, like, he either would pick Ron DeSantis or Vic Ramaswamy. Like, he's not going to pick Mike Pence again because he's not too fond of Mike Pence nowadays. So I suppose we just have to wait and see. But he definitely has to pick somebody that is well known, like in the Republican Party. Yeah, I know, but I don't think Donald Trump. I don't think his ego, because Donald Trump does have a big ego. I don't think his ego could take it. Like somebody that's actually on the same level as him. I know the energy would be based, but you see, I don't think you could be able to deal with somebody that's on the same level. Like DeSantis too, yeah. But he'd be a lot better because DeSantis too wouldn't be, he wouldn't state facts like Vic Ramaswamy. Said facts that you are not allowed to say. Like you're simply not allowed to say. Like no politician has some of the things that Vic Ramaswamy has said. No politician in history would nearly say what he said. For different things. And he actually has done more damage, Vic Ramaswamy, to Nikki Haley than anybody has done. Like he literally went through it many times. Like he literally asked, he destroyed her in this one sentence. He asked her, tell me 3 provinces in eastern Ukraine you want to send troops over to. And she literally just put her head down and said nothing. She couldn't answer him. She didn't know. Because Nikki Haley's just a wrong. She just wants war, so she can buy a bigger house, basically. She just wants the profit from war. So she literally couldn't answer him. So that just tells you all you need to know. She wouldn't even attempt to answer him. Like he just destroyed her in that few minutes. But I suppose we will have to wait and see. But it's going to be interesting now. I'm sure everybody agrees. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens, because it is going to affect the whole world. Whoever is elected the president of the United States, like it is a big thing. Especially with what's happening in Israel at the moment, and in Ukraine and North Korea and stuff like that. Like it's going to have obviously the president of the United States is the most powerful office in the world, basically. You're the leader of the free world and stuff like that. So it's going to have repercussions around the whole world. Whoever gets elected, let's put it that way. Excuse me, is that? Excuse me. Uh, but yeah, so we just it's one of those things we just have to kind of wait and see, because you couldn't predict what could happen. Imagine if he turns around in the morning, Donald Trump, and says, "Fuck you, so I'm going to pick Kamala Harris as the vice president." Uh, you know, uh, uh, you know, um, I don't know what people would say about that when if that ever happened. Or Joe Biden, I picked Joe Biden as my one of me. Like I don't know would people be too pleased by that, because they literally just voted him in to get rid of Joe Biden, and then he picks Joe Biden. Like I don't think you do that, but imagine that. Like to be, I think everybody very confused. Yeah, pretty much. They were Nikki Haley. Doesn't care about America. Israel is more important than America, she said. So that should tell you all you need to know about Nikki Haley. Good evening. Yeah, like apart from Donald Trump seemed to be a bit more tough on the issue, But, yeah, Ben Shapiro was like literally Ben Shapiro actually. Like he's literally such a Nikki Haley fan. You talk about me and a certain individual from Finland. Like if he's literally the biggest fanboy of Nikki Haley. Like literally, he is crying at the moment because Nikki Haley can't get in as the president. Like he's literally said she's his spirit animal. You know, and he's literally there. He's literally foaming at the mouth that she can't get in as the president. Like he's literally foaming at the mouth. The thought of it. Like Ben Shapiro, I don't really know what to say about him. Yeah, like he's literally obsessed with his Ben Shapiro. Like it's an all-consuming thing for him as well. But it's quiet stream tonight. Not many people around tonight. But look, you have to have quiet streams now and again too. So yeah, but as I was saying earlier on, the government are going to have a hard time getting this referendum in. Like, let's put it this way: there's a lot of opposition to it, and obviously, as they should be, but it doesn't look too good for them. Basically, if they get it in, it's going to be just by the slimmest of margins. Like they're not going to get an overwhelming majority in terms of the vote. I presume soon. I presume. Because they would need to do it soon enough. Because you don't find the next week is the 4th of February. Would you believe? So they would need to kind of move themselves on a bit if they're going to send out the voting cards and stuff. But who knows? They probably want to do it online now. They're probably saying you have to get your voting card. You have to scan the code before you enter. We want to know who you're voting for, and etc. 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 Because democracy and stuff, and freedom and stuff, that they keep telling us, literally. Around the turn of the millennium. Yeah, it's just kind of invade any country and say it's to have weapons of mass destruction. That always seems to work out. Yeah, like I've seen your channel. You upload different clips of different things. I might actually have a look at that later on. Because I do be looking at a lot of channels and stuff. We're not. You can't say these things. We might get a visit in the night from the Ministry of Truth. So we don't want that. You hardly want the Ministry of Truth at your door. Oh yeah, did you see in England the people, the Chinese, Ted, the Chinese are here. We need Father Ted over there. That's the person to sort it out. The Chinese people with the communist flag basically telling an English person in his own country in the United Kingdom that he shouldn't be recording them, even though they went over. And literally, they didn't, like, this is the point of the thing. Like, why the fuck? If you don't want to be filmed, let's put it this way. If I didn't want to be filmed, right, I just walk away. Get out of there, right? I wouldn't start a big argument about it and then call them racist, and then call the person racist in their own country for saying, it's a free country. I can video wherever I want them in the public area. It's a free country. And then the police officer comes along. Well, the man police officer, when he came along, he said it is a free country. It's a free country, allowed to film in public. And then your woman comes along and says, you can't just say to people it's a communist flag and stuff like that. You can't say, it's not China anymore. Like, literally defending the Chinese. And who's supposed to uphold the British Constitution and stuff like that. And she literally just there lecturing you, man, saying, you shouldn't criticize these people. You should just keep your mouth shut and say nothing. So even though, like, at the moment, the Chinese are not having a good time now, what happened? Because literally everybody's literally looking into them. Particularly because it seems like they were high up in the Communist Party of China. Like, there definitely was up in They definitely had some association with the Communist Party of China. Like one of them must have been a member of the Communist Party or something. Because definitely the way they were acting, uh, like your man particularly, like he must have been an agent or something for the People's Republic of China. Yeah, it was a bit sus what he was up to. They actually don't even know what his first name, but and I seen it. Like he's on Fox News, I think tonight. Actually, no, it's on Piers Morgan Uncensored. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's on that tonight. Uh, but yeah, like clearly, first of all, if they don't want to be filmed, they shouldn't go up to your man and start making an argument in his own country. Wouldn't mind if he had them going around and literally putting it in their face. Yeah, I'm Chinese. Like, imagine if Father Ted was there. Like, I would have tilted them something fierce. Because let's be fair, guess what I would have said to them just to piss them off something fierce? If they came over here, like, this is a free, so-called free country, but, you could test the waters a bit in the country, what's a free country. But, like, let's be fair, we have freedom of speech. You're allowed to film in public. It's not it's not technically a dictatorship. We're getting very close to it, but, we're not there yet. So we'll give it another few years and we might be there. But long story short is, I would tilt them something fierce. I would say, oh, I support Taiwan, and literally enrage them at that stage. Like, literally, they would actually go mad. Imagine if he said, literally, Taiwan is the official Republic of China. Like, they literally would lose the fucking plot. Like, they literally did lose the plot with him. According to he probably is, yeah. Like, I thought he was Irish first when I seen the video. Like, he kind of had that kind of appearance of an Irish person. So. But definitely an Irish person would have been just made a reference to Father Ted and would have been like, Ted, the Chinese are coming. Like there definitely would have been a reference right there to Father Ted if there was if there was an Irish person around. They would have been like, the Chinese are coming, Ted. Ted, the Chinese. They're a great bunch of lads. So Eamon Ryan tells us, I know. I say to you, Eamon Ryan. Yeah, like they're definitely like one of them's definitely an agent of the People's Republic of China. Definitely they are. Because why would you take such issue with being filmed? Why would you take such issue of it? So definitely they were up to something suspicious that they shouldn't have been up to. Yeah, like not the man, like the man. There's two of them came up. There was a woman cop and then there was a man. The man, like he said, the Chinese fellow said to the cop, they're filming me, and he's like, they're entitled to film in public. It's not, they're entitled to do that. But it's the woman cop. You literally, your man Brendan was like, it's not China. I'm allowed to film. It's a free country. It's so-called free country, but and then the woman cop literally came over to him and said, "You're not allowed to. You shouldn't be able to say that. You're not allowed to say that." So he probably be prosecuted now for hate speech because he said that. Because literally, they seem to literally think that he is the enemy of the state, the police, the way they were handling him. Like, let's be fair, the police should have told the Chinese to go back to China if they have an issue with it. Because let's be fair, like literally, the woman police officer literally took the Chinese people's side. Yeah, but like definitely they were up to something suspicious. Because why would you just barge up to somebody that's literally playing the piano and demand that they don't film them? Like like who are you to come up to somebody to tell them to demand them to stop filming? Like again, hundreds of people passed by that man in the mall there, hundreds and hundreds of people, and they just walked on and didn't do anything. Maybe I think I might have seen it in films and stuff. I never seen. I obviously wasn't in San Francisco and stuff like that, but I think I've seen it in films and stuff. But yeah, somebody should have made a reference to Father Ted. They should have actually showed them the Father Ted skit, and just touted them even more. like imagine if somebody literally said to them Taiwan is a real country or something like that. Like they actually probably would have lost the plot. They literally would have lost it altogether because that would have just tilted them something fierce. Because the one thing that the Communist Party of China, they don't watch the talk about it is Taiwan. You know, they don't watch to mention Taiwan. You have a communist flag there, I see. Don't touch her. Literally touched the flag. Well, I suppose you shouldn't have touched the flag, but you know, etc., etc. But it goes back to this is the point that you know that you know he didn't do anything wrong, and I suppose like it's the same if something like that happened here. Like the Irish on God the Sheena O'Connor would take the side of the person. Like they would not no not the person, but they'll take the side of the Communist Party of China. Because obviously Leo Farker would make a phone call and say, you know, we have to take the side of the yeah, like you've heard something else too. Like she said there was one of them there along with them, and she said to the man that was shouting at the fellow Brendan, that don't shoot him. So he must have been armed. One of the Chinese fellows. He has a video up on his channel, but he must have been armed. So I presume he was something to do with the Communist Party. He was escorting these women. I presume. Well, that's all going by what I'm seeing. Like your woman literally said 3 or 4 times, "Don't shoot him, don't shoot him." So I presume he had some kind of weapon. Yeah, they might not be too happy now, but literally everywhere. So they're getting made it worse for themselves. Yeah, like there was a Chinese police station in Ireland, so that just tells you all you need to know who the state would take the side of if that happened here. Like they would just literally take the side of the Communist Party of China. Like let's be fair, they would literally do that. Like they literally would say that the far right. You know, that's literally what they would say. Like they would literally go mad the government if somebody said that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good at it because if you listen to the video, at one point she was like, "Don't shoot him! Don't shoot him!" So that's the cops should have probably looked into that very very quickly. Because obviously if he's armed and stuff, you know, it's pretty dangerous. But again, that's allegedly it's not proven. The police didn't even bother to probably search him. The fellow, well, they probably just got out. They will probably let off scot free. Don't touch him. So, but anyway, I think we might just leave it there for tonight because there isn't that much more I have to say. Uh, yeah, the gender pronouns and stuff. But obviously they wouldn't really get off too much with that in China, I don't think. Um, I don't think Xi Jinping and them would be too fond of the old pronouns and stuff. That I know of, I know. But anyway, here we leave it there for tonight. I appreciate everybody being here. I know it's just a shorter stream. I'm a bit tired and stuff. So that probably be good enough for tonight. So yeah, we leave it there. I appreciate everybody as always being here. We'll be back Saturday night anyway, hopefully. all going well. So yeah, thank you for sticking tuned. Sticking in the list, sticking in. Right, we're not going any further than that. Good night, take care, and goodbye.